What up, y'all? OG back with another MLB Road to the Show, building up to MLB 18 to show in March. Yo, we got Big Homie back again, second baseman. Either I'm gonna get second baseman or third base at this point. They move me around a little bit in the New York Yankees organization. Going fucking Yabo early. But yeah, man, whole little toppy top. That was terrible. Holy shit, I'm sorry. The whole topic for this one is Darcish. How that he obviously just signed that 6-year, $126 million contract with the Cubbies. And the real question is, like, how is that going to affect everything else? Obviously, it helps the Cubs rotation. I mean, the Cubs are going to win that division anyway. The Pirates are bad. The all of St. Louis thinks the Cardinals are better than the Cardinals actually are. The Cardinals are a good team, don't get me wrong. The Cardinals weren't going to be able to challenge the Cubs, even with the moves they made. They'll still be good, but I don't know why I paused that. Sorry, but the Cardinals, they'll be good. They ain't going to challenge the Cubs. So that Darvish trade just kind of makes the NL Central more of a laugher than already was going to be. And then it's a move that they make to compete for the NL pennant. You know, I mean, up against the Dodgers and Nationals. I mean, you gotta have a deep rotation, and it definitely helps. But I think the big way that it's gonna affect the pitching free agent market. These guys are still out there, you know. Obviously, Arrieta's probably next. And reports today are saying that it was Minnesota and Milwaukee were like the two finalists and like the only two bidders for the for Arrieta at this point. Whether or not that changes, might be a little late for that. But I think you're gonna see Minnesota overpay for it. Not Minnesota. Sorry, it's late. I think you're gonna see Milwaukee. Overpay for him, because they didn't spend all this money and go and get Yelich and do everything that they did to let the Cubs like run away with everything. They're gonna overpay to sign Arrieta, so they can feel like they can still compete. And then obviously in turn, it's just a trickle down effect, you know. I think Minnesota probably overpays for Lance Lynn or Alex Cobb or somebody of the sort. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. But I could be wrong. Side note, Big Homie Reagan right now. Little 5'6" dude who's just a tank. Yeah, man. Back to. I don't know. I mean, the question now really becomes: it's kind of like can Washington get in and take that next step and get ahead of either Chicago or LA to get in that NLCS? Which I'm not gonna say it sets it in stone, but this move by the Cubs almost. Honestly, you can't lock anything in such early, but it definitely makes the Dodgers and the Cubs and the favorites for the NLCS again. But I think a third kind of sleeper team for Arrieta could be Washington. If you're Washington, Harper's got a decent chance of leaving after the year's over. So why would you not try to capitalize on his last year? I mean, same thing as the Cubs, man. They're going to win that division. And it's probably going to be pretty easy for them. To be honest, because, the Mets are going to be The Marlins are going to be terrible. The Phillies might be okay. and the Braves might be okay. So I mean, it'd be kind of like the same principle as this Darvish move was for the Cubs. It would be. It will be the. It'll be a postseason move. You know what I'm saying? It'll be, hey, we're setting up to go compete with Chicago or LA. That's what it would be, and it could be an interesting sleeper scenario. I think so anyway. Yeah, man, comment down below like what you think. Where do you think Arrieta's gonna go? Speaking of Arrieta, I think his list of suitors dramatically changes if he backs off of wanting that long-term deal. Because he's been saying he wants like 6 for 150, which he's been declining for the last 2 years. I don't think that's gonna happen. But if he said, "Hey, I'll take 2 years," he might get a 2-year, $60 million contract. Like it's not. I mean, it's 50 to 60. That's probably the but it's not outside the realm possibility. He get a lot of money if he just says he wants, a shorter-term deal. I mean, that might be a better option than any of the money he could get on a long-term contract at this point. I think it depends what he wants to do. Just an idea, just a little thought that I had. Anyway, this is slowly but surely coming to an end. It's actually rapidly approaching. So y'all have a good day or night whenever you're watching this. Stay blessed. Okay, bye. Digging in to try it again. Number 0. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt. But if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him 2 down.